Any voice issues? Not clear what. What is I want to talk?
This is my first class. So
This is
just
your
now we have
first
received this
class.
message. So is it possible to go through from the beginning in the upcoming days? Is it possible? Because we wanted to learn this cloud technologies. So what is your plan, sir?
See, today planning that is we cover all the private cloud things and then we go to the practical session because a lot of people are I think that a lot of people are interested in private than practical session. And from this is a I think six day session. Okay, so we'll recap everything in a small time interval, right? Yes, we will recap it yes, because if when we go to the what is going on my mind, that is when we go to the practical, everyone first clear all the theoretical concept because when we start the practical, theoretical parts should be 100% clear. Then only you start the practical, and then only you know the what you are doing in practical. Because if your theory is not clear, then practical becomes very difficult. So yes, you are saying yes. We try to recap everything. Okay.
Okay.
So
How
first,
many days, sir, totally this class?
see 40 days, 40 hours. They are giving me the 40 hours, but if possible, we'll extend the hours. But 40 hours in 40 hours, we will complete this class. This is,
Okay.
but if possible, if you people say that is extend the time interval, then we will extend. Otherwise, we will complete this session in 40 hours, total 40 hours.
Okay.
Okay. So first, I recap the yesterday class. Today today is your first class, right?
Yes,
First
sir.
day.
Yes, sir. So not
So
only for me. So there are 4 to 5 people are here. So
okay,
okay. So that's why.
yes, we'll recap everything from the first day, and then only we go to the back. First, I recap this yesterday what we have learned yesterday, and then we start
Okay,
yesterday.
sir. Thank
Okay,
you. Thank you,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much, sir.
GV, what is your full name? GV or only we say GV?
JV, sir.
GV. Okay, okay, no,
Yes.
thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Okay. So, yes, what we learned yesterday, how data center works, what is a private cloud, why use private cloud, any questions, why use private cloud? If yes, ask, if no, just say no. Then also we have learned, okay, then fourth point is, what is the difference? Yes, yes, I will explain again what is the difference between region and availability. Yes, this I will again explain in detail regions and availability. I know that most of people have a question in this region and availability. So yesterday also I'm asking many times, did you understand this region? But again I will explain, and in practical also I will show you what is the difference between region and availability zone. Okay, so fourth point, what is the difference between private cloud and public cloud? What is the difference between private cloud and public cloud? Any questions and doubts? What is the difference between private and public cloud? Say yes or no. Explain all questions. Okay. What does this mean? Yes, yes or no. Say full yes, yes or no. No. Don't say yes. Okay. What is the difference between private cloud and public cloud? Mostly every people know. Okay. What is a private cloud? Next, we had learned that is what is private cloud architecture. Cloud architecture. What is private cloud architectures? Then 6 point we have learned that is a private cloud is secure than public cloud. Any question regarding this point? Is a private cloud more secure than a private cloud? Is a private cloud more secure than a public cloud? Yes, question or not? Yes or no? Any questions regarding this? Is private cloud is more secure than a public cloud? Question? No. See, yes. It's a very confusing to me, that is question. Okay. Again, I will recap, so no issues. And 7th point is regions and so any questions about this topic? Say yes or no. If question, then say yes. If no question, then say no. Anyone? Region? Everyone know what is regions and availability zone, because this is very important word, region and availability zone. We will use many times when we do the practical, and when you will start the practical in interview also asking. So we'll again recap all of it. So many people say that is please recap from the first day. 5 to 6 people are new. So yes, we'll definitely recap. But before recapping, I will show you something. I found something interesting. So this is a video, YouTube video. 1.5 minutes video, not more than that. Let's take a full screen. It's working. It's working full screen. The voice is clear, right, for this video? Just testing the voice. Say yes or no. The voice is clear for this video? Video is not audible. Okay, just wait. Wait. Video is not audible. Wait, no use. Now it's audible. Now it's audible. Okay, let me again. So they're very important video. So you all people to know this. Okay, stop it. Let's stop and let's minimize. What's going on? Super. First, when they think to establish a data center, so first they decide to prepare a data center in very side area. Why? The question is why? What is going on in your mind? Why the data center is outside of the city? Anyone try to give the answer? Why the data center is outside of the city? And whatever, right? Not much damage to environmental. Okay, anyone? Why the data center is outside of the city? Just try to give the answer. If you want, you try to do Google, that is also open. Back and you check why data center is outside of the city. Why? High radiation of signals. Anyone? Space. Yes, space, radiation for electricity. Electricity outside of the city. Not get interrupted by other signals. Which signals? The question is, simple question, why data center? When Microsoft decide to establish a data center, or when AWS decide to establish a data center, so they first think that is data center is outside of the city. If you visit any data center in futures, or when you, then the data center is outside of the city. Why? Means for going to the bike or for going to the cab, half an hour, 1 hour outside of the city, and then the data center is present. The question is coming in mind, why? Yes, because the question is, that is heat. Heat. What heat? When the data center, lot of servers are present in our data centers. Lot of servers are present. For example, in your home, if you have to start your laptop generates heat. And if in one room, assume that, suppose that is a 1000 laptop or 1000 desktop started at a time, then what about the temperature of that room? Is very high. But to cool that temperature, they need tons of ACs and tons of ACs. In room, mostly we purchase 1.5 tons or 2 tons. So lot of high capacity AC, lot of electricity say they require. And if some damage occurs, so that for that thinking, to think all the things, to think all this environment concept, they create data center outside of the city. Right. So again, this is a 1.42 minutes video. So now I am here. So I will stop somewhere so we understand what I explained you. See, 140 countries. What is the meaning of 140 countries? They have to deploy their data center in 140 countries. Tools. This is a rack. Anyone say how is the rack? This is the rack. They show the racks. Fiber. What is a fiber cable? Why they use a fiber cable? Any idea why they use a fiber cable in data centers? The real image of data centers when we visited, because yes, previously I had worked on the data center. So fibers, AWS cloud or Azure cloud, both. Which one is the fast? Both are the fast. So there is no question that is which is one is fast. Both are fast. So these are the fiber cables for network. If electricity fluctuates for 1 to 2 days, then will. So this fiber cable for network. Electricity, I will show you how they have to manage the electricity in this video. In this video. These are the battery, UPS battery. These are the generators. Yesterday I showed you that is something that is, they need a generators. They want generators if electricity goes down. Give me a headphone. So these are the battery backup, and previously these are the generators. See, different battery backup, UPS backup. I'm audible, right? Yes, I'm audible. Right. So see, these are the batteries. Lot of batteries, not 1 to 100,000. Lot of batteries. Lot of you. For example, if your laptop, if in your home, for example, electricity goes down, then what you do? You take a purchase. You purchase UPS, right? And UPS. And if you have it in your inverter, then directly electricity goes to your. That is what do you call? That is UPS or battery. So same for here also. Lot of batteries they have to get. If electricity goes down, directly they switch to the battery. After a battery also, these are the data centers. So they will. These are the generators. Heavy generators, not some small generators. These are the heavy diesel or petrol, heavy loaded generators. So these are the generators they have to show you. Next. Fiber for network, not for fiber for the. These are the 140 countries they have to share. That is currently they are working in 140 countries. The overview of the data centers. I will show you again this millions of cores that is CPU cores. And growing. So whatever we will discuss on backend, these things are working. Fiber cable, these are the fibers. I had seen in my life, I have seen all the things in real because I had worked in data center company for 2 years. So these are the fiber cables. I visited all the things. So these are the fiber cables. These for the networking, internet or LAN, local area network. So these are the fiber cables. Connected by enough fibers. These are the electricities in the data centers. Processing millions of network. These are the fibers. Cable. LAN cable. In small word LAN cable, and here is a fiber cable. Cat 5, Cat 4. These are the racks. Yesterday anyone said that is sir, how they are, what is the racks and how they are deployed. These are the racks. See, these small things. These are the server. Blade server, HP blade server, IBM blade server, Dell blade server. These are the server, blade servers. And here, if you scroll, you can connect a monitor here and manage all the servers. For example, when I worked in a NetMagic data center in Mumbai, then if any server for Ratnakar Bank and if any issues occurs in their server, so I go to the data center and just pull down here and connect the monitor. And then with the help of remote, I have connected any of that server. So these are the rack. This is the rack. So in future, if you visited data center, then you also see all the things. Is backed by high availability infrastructure. Batteries. These are the batteries for backup. Means switch off. Battery means directly electricity goes on. Mostly electricity not goes on because they have electricity backup also. They purchase not for electricity for a single company, 2 or 3 multiple companies. But if electricity goes down, they move to the UPS. For example, in our UPS, they go to the batteries. These are the sequence of batteries in a line. These are generator, heavy loaded generator. These are generator. These are security checking, monitor checking. When I am doing a project of Ratnakar Bank, there's a big LCD screen, and we have to monitor all the thing, network monitoring, server monitoring, backup monitoring, and in screens, knock people. These are the knock area, shared knock, dedicated knock, and these dedicated knock engineers, L1 engineers are monitoring all the things. And if the issue occurs, first L1 engineers try to solve that. Otherwise, they move that case to the L2 engineers. And if L2 engineers not solve, then L3 engineers. So these are the knock area where they have to monitor all the things. Security knock also is there. These are the engineers knock. They are showing the blackboard and these are the. But security also security. They are also monitor or engineers, maybe security or engineers. But security knock also is there. That is, they have to monitor every single view, every single area in their big LCD screen, 24/7 into 365 monitoring. What is the meaning of this? 24/7 into 365. Everyone knows what is the meaning. 24/7 into 365. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of 24/7 into 365? Yes, full year, right? No holidays. IT people does not have holidays. We have holidays just Saturday, Sunday. I have also holiday. Means when we are working, but in my shift, another engineer will be available. So 24/7 into 365. No Diwali, no Eid, no Christmas, nothing. If you are in holiday, another people work on that time. So 24/7 into 365. Not a single minute our server will be down. If our server will down then another backup, storage, cluster, that is things are coming. I will explain in a short, not in detail, because if you go to the detail, my session goes not completed in 40 hours. So these are the 24/7, 365 monitoring. I have done all the things. So these are the racks, screen resolutions. These are the engineer working in the data centers. Right. And you say, is 100% carbon neutral? Is 100% carbon neutral? What is? When these type of heats are generated, when these much electricity are generated, so a lot of carbon is generated, a lot of, what do you say, air pollutions or these things, heat is generated. So mostly in Microsoft, in our India, not so much, but in Microsoft, they use a wind energy or wind electricity. But in our side, mostly we are using a coal electricity or thermal electricity, but they are also using a wind electricity. So they have shown this diagram that is we are using a wind electricity, and mostly in our side that is thermal electricity where we have built one of the most connected network in the world. They are saying, oh, we are building one of the most connected network in the world, means one data center is connected with another data center. So this region, geography, these things is coming. That is, if one day they have prepared so much infrastructure, and after that also they will not trust in one data center. If anything goes down here, for example, flood is coming, then what? Or some fire happens, so what? Then they have in Chennai, they have a data center. Before, I think 2 years, Chennai have heavy flooded. I do not remember the date, but the Microsoft data center is also affected. So there is a case lock on Microsoft. So they have to switch over, means water is enter in their data center. So in rare to rare scenarios, if this thing happens, so they have another geography area backup of that. Or so we show you again, that is what is the regions, what is the geography area, that I will again explain you all the things. So they have to say that we have built one of the most connected network in the world. These are the electricities, pollute or AC, AC air go outside. These are cooling. These are the rooms where the all the racks, all the things are coming. These are outside view. These are the area where they have to keep all the server. These are the overview of the data centers that we have discussed yesterday. Entry, bed, this is parking. When we go to the data center from the outside, it view looks like this. An internal view, they have already showed you. So again, it's a lot of the blank area, right? Outside of the city. Again, I will show you. That we start. So let's do a very good video. If you do the link also if you want. Please. Show big screen. Okay. So whatever we will discuss, yes, whatever we had discussed or whatever we will discuss in future, all the things going on this data center means going to these type of data center. Either it is a private cloud, either it is a public cloud, either it is a hybrid cloud. In backend, nothing. Data center will go. So don't think that is public cloud is something different. So much is outside of my knowledge. On a backend, everything present in a data center. Okay, so for that, I had shown you other things. So recapping from the first day, many people are saying recapping. But today I decided to tell you something new, but no issues. Let's start for recap. So recapping topics. Video is also available on recording if you want. So overview I will show, otherwise I need to open thing here. So, okay, let's start recap. So, so what we have learned, that is overview. I'm saying it's not possible to recap all the one by one in a detail, but in small we are recapping all the things. We learned SaaS. That is, there are three types of service in cloud. Types of service. That is, first SaaS. That is software as a service. Yes, everyone, please explain what is software as a service. I explain you 2 to 3 times. Please explain in chat what is software as a service. So open a chat so everyone see the answer. Yes. Please explain what is software as a service. Voice. Yes, what is software as a service? SaaS, software services, SaaS is software service. But what is software as service? What is the definition, or how will explain software as a service? They can use service without download app. Yes, everyone tried to give me the answer because I have explained. I assume that I have explained many times. First 2 lectures again I have recapped on 3rd and 4th lecture, and again I am recapping. So I assume you will give me the answer. Everyone give me the answer, and otherwise try to give me the answer. I do not think that if I'm saying wrong, I will say something you, or anyone say something to you. Try to give me the answer. What is software as a service? Not provide a host and manage the software application. Yes. Cloud application is the most commonly used service within cloud market. Cloud application. Anyone? Small business used. Yes. Yes, yes. Everyone try to give me the answer. I'm writing something, but you try to give me the answer. Software as a service. So, including rights, access, based software. Just one. Nations. So, software as a service is a service. Software as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with access to a vendor cloud-based software. Users do not install application on their local device. What is the meaning of that? For example, Gmail. You are using Gmail, or I'm using Gmail. I'm not installing anything for Gmail. I'm just go to the browser, Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, and type gmail.com. And they're asking me username and password. Then I have to send email to you, or you will send email to me. But in backend, there is a lot of server present, lot of storage present, lot of networks present, lot of RAM present. So who will manage? This is a headache of Gmail. Gmail decide how to set up their infrastructure. Either they set up their infrastructure to on-premises, either they set up their infrastructure to cloud, how they have to decide their cluster, how they have to decide their network, how they have to decide their backup. That is the headache of Gmail. What we people are doing, just type Google gmail.com, type username and password and send email to my friends or colleagues. So this is a software as a service. Software as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with access to a vendor cloud-based software. Users do not install application on their local devices. Again, software as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with access to a vendor cloud-based software. Users do not install application on their local devices. Any doubts, any question? I'm audible, right? Hello, everyone? I'm audible? Yes or no? I'm audible, right? Yes? Yes, okay, very good. So, any doubts? So, as a software as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with access to a vendor cloud-based software. Users do not, this new person, I'm asking for this new person because mostly I've repeated this things 2 to 3 times, but for the new people, if you have any doubts, please ask your question in chat box, because before going to the practical, I need all the doubt clear. There is no doubt from your side. If you have any doubts, what we have teach till now, first clear your doubts, then we will go to the practical. And in practical, I will show you everything. So don't think that is I'm only explain all the things on theory parts. Whatever I have told you or whatever I have showed you on theoretical, same thing I will show you in the practical session. But before going to the practical session, first clear all your doubts and then only go to the practical. Because when you go to the live environment, in live environment, manager does not want any mistake from your side, right? So this is a very big challenge. So software as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with access to a vendor cloud-based software. User do not install application on their local device. This is a 2-line definition. Then is the features. Whatever important thing that only I'm writing here, and you people also write the same thing in your notebook. So when you will go to the interviews, these are the questions that mostly interviews asking for the cloud engineers or cloud AWS engineer or Microsoft Azure engineers, basic level engineers. So features, that is a Saas provides or Saas vendor. I've already told you who is a vendor. Saas vendor provides users with software and applications via subscription model. What is the meaning of this? SaaS vendor. What is vendor? Who is vendor? If we are learning the class of AWS, who is vendor? Yes, this question for everyone. When I am learning third party is vendor. But when I am learning AWS, who is vendor? Amazon, right? Amazon, not Amazon. Amazon, AWS, right? AWS is your vendor. So SaaS vendor provides users with software and application via a subscription model. What is meaning of subscription model? What is subscription? Many times you people heard this word, pay as you go. Pay as you go. What is the meaning of this? Pay as you go, right? And let's monthly or yearly plan. Pay as you go. That is subscription model is the service, whatever the service you want from this AWS, you will only pay amount for that service. That is a pay as you go. For example, if you want a 2 GB RAM, then you will only pay amount of 2 GB RAM. If you want a 100 GB storage or if you want a 100 TB storage, then you will only pay for 100 TB storage, right? So SaaS vendor provides users with software and application via a subscription model, that is pay as you go. Any questions, any doubts, please ask me if you have any question. Otherwise, say no. Clear. Okay. The first point. Second point. Users do not have to right. Users do not have to manage, install, or upgrade SaaS which this. Second is users do not have to manage, install, or upgrade software. SaaS providers manage this. SaaS providers manage this. Users do not have to manage, install, or upgrade software. SaaS providers manage this. What is the meaning of this? I'm going to try to explain. What is the meaning of this? Users do not have to manage, install, or upgrade software. SaaS providers manage this. What is the meaning? Yes. In one sentence, two sentences. What is the meaning of this? For example, if you are using a Gmail, in backend, maybe Gmail using a Windows operating system, maybe Gmail using a Linux operating system. We don't know. I also don't know what operating system Gmail is using on the backend. But in a monthly basis, update coming from the Windows, right? So who will install this update? Gmail will install that update. Gmail know how to install update. Either they are installing the update from themselves or they use a third-party vendors. For example, if you are working in IT company, so you decide how to push the update in laptop, how to push the update in a desktop or on a server, right? Mostly IT engineers do this all the things on a Saturday, Sunday. Mostly company, they push all the update on a Saturday, Sunday because Saturday, Sunday workload is less. So users do not have to manage, install, or upgrade software. SaaS providers manage this. Any doubts? Any question? Say yes or no. Correct. Mostly the new peoples, I am explaining all the things for the new people. If you have any doubts, if you have any question, please ask the question in chat box. Data is secure in the cloud. Failure does not result in loss of data. Data is secure in the cloud. Equipment failure does not result in loss of data. What is the meaning of this? Data is secure in the cloud. Equipment failure does not result in loss of data. What is meaning of this? Yes, please try to give the answer. What is meaning of this? Data is secure in the cloud. Equipment failure does not result in loss of data. Backup in advance may be. Backup automatic. See, the meaning of this, that is, for example, you are using a Gmail. Then this is a header of Gmail, how to take the backup. Where your data will be stored. Either US, in India, or some other countries, that is their headache. They will decide. Only Gmail will give you the data, 100% availability. For example, if you are using a Gmail, I'm also using Gmail for 20 to 30 years, but I have not lost, or I have not missed any single email from the 30 years. So Gmail have done all the things in a backend. How they are doing, we don't know, but they are doing. they will give you the 100% uptime. Gmail, so we don't think that Gmail will be downtime failure. I'm not for any failure of Gmail. So they will decide how to do the backup, how to, if any equipment failure, for example, before 2 years, there is a flood coming in Chennai and water enter in the data centers, Microsoft data centers, and there is a big outage of Microsoft data center, but Microsoft will switch all the data to the another data center. So AWS will decide how to take a backup, how to take a replication of your mail, how to take what is the storage copy and database mount copy. These are the very high level words, so I don't think so. But in simple words, AWS in backend, they will decide how to take a backup, but they will give you the 100% uptime. So data is secure, they will secure your data. How they will secure your data, which firewall they will install in their environment. So that is their headache. Only you access your Gmail account. So data is secure in the cloud. Equipment failure does not result in loss of data. What is AWS? Right, it's a very good question. What is AWS? Yes, everyone give me the answer of what is AWS. Except for the new people, everyone write in chat what is AWS. Because this is, I think, 6th lecture, right? So 7 lecture. But what is AWS? I will not give you the answer. Very good. Amazon Web Service. What is Amazon Web Service? What service is providing? Amazon Web Service. Why we are learning all the things? It's a cloud platform. Right? It's a cloud storage. It's easy to. Okay. So these are the Amazon Web Service. AWS is a company that will provide you the cloud infrastructure. And we are learning the things AWS. We are learning the topics AWS. In Microsoft, it is called as Microsoft Azure. In Amazon, it is called as AWS, Amazon Web Service. Right. So data is secure in the cloud. Equipment failure does not result in loss of data. Any questions, any doubts of that point? If yes, ask me the question. Otherwise, okay, clear. Then fourth is based on a user, automatically it will upgrade. SLA method. SLA. What is SLA? Anyone? What is SLA? Service level agreement. I am saying the full form, but what is SLA? Okay, we'll again discuss what is SLA. So use of resources can be scaled depending on service level. What is the meaning of this? For example, if I'm taking example of Gmail, today in my Gmail account, I have only 100 email. Right? For example, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I need to send bulk email or I received many emails, and in my account, 10,000 email present in my Gmail account, and we need a storage, right? Gmail need more storage. Yesterday, maybe they need a 100 GB storage or 50 GB storage, and for after 40 days, they need 500 GB storage. So, who will give storage? So, AWS will scale automatically, right? And in backend, they will scale your storage, and you will only then after 2 to 3 days, if the storage 500 GB, then you will get amount for 500 GB. So scaling means that is requirement, and according to your requirement, they will scale. Features is in good features or important features scaling present in cloud computing. In on-premises, what we need to do, we place an extra hard disk or you create a launch instance, you cut the according to your company requirement, they will scale up or scale down. So when we do the practical, I will do central scaling, vertical scaling, and how to do in a detail. So these are the four. Any questions, any doubts? Say yes or no. Yes, any question? Clear. Okay. Then application are accessible from almost any internet connected. Seriously, you are talking the class without giving opportunity to audience to ask question. Seriously, you are taking the class without giving opportunity to ask the question. Application accessible from almost any internet connected device from and after that audience to ask question. That is good. That is how we need all the question already covered by your speech. Applications are accessible from almost any internet connected device from virtually anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. What is the meaning of this? Applications are accessible from almost any internet connected device from virtually anywhere in the world. What is the meaning of this? Yes, GV. What is of this? Applications are accessible from almost any internet connected device from virtually anywhere in the world. What is the meaning of this? Please explain in one or two sentences. What is the meaning of this? Yes, GV. There, I did not expect by method. One of this that is, for example, you deploy any applications in cloud in AWS that you can access your applications in any internet connected device. Maybe it will desktop, maybe it will laptop, maybe it will mobile phone or tablet, anywhere. Only it is required to connect the AWS and you can access your application or you can access your machine by using internet connected device. So applications are accessible from almost any internet connected device from virtually anywhere in the world. Right? Clear? Doubts? Any question? Any question asked? Otherwise, no. Anywhere in the world. From anywhere. But internet. Example, applications like Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, social networking sites, like Facebook. Clear? Any questions regarding SaaS, software as a service? Any questions or all the things clear? Say yes or no. Like open source for coding purpose. Clear, right? So this is the service. There is three service: SaaS, Paas, and Iaas. And everyone, mostly in interview, these questions comes. What is Paas and what is Iaas? So if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, please ask that question in chat. Now it's clear, right? For everyone, for new joinees, new joiner, this question, this topic is clear. SaaS. Okay, very good. Then and what? And whom Otherwise, let this create this. Next. Next is IaaS. That's what is the full name? IaaS. Yes. What is the full name of this? Please, everyone, what is the full name of this? IaaS. Very good. Infrastructure. Yes. What is infrastructure as a service? Please try to explain. What is infrastructure as a service? Yes, everyone. This question, open question for everyone. When I'm asking anything, please try to give me the answer. So I will also assume that you know all the things. Pay as you go. What is infrastructure as a service? What is the difference between IaaS and IaaS? Infrastructure as code. I will explain you afterwards. Infrastructure as a code. What is first? Go to the sequence. Otherwise, sequence disturbs. So, what is the infrastructure as a service? Yes, everyone, try to give me the answer. So, cloud, right? Yes, everyone, try to give me the answer. Infrastructure as a service. But please try to give me the answer. Infrastructure code. Say infrastructure as code. Infrastructure code is what? That is previously software engineers writing the code. But now infrastructure as code means that it is a process to manage computer data center through machine readable definition file. They have to create some script. They have to create some, store the script in a start. So whenever machine will be started, that code will be generated, that code will be run, and according to that, they will depend. Means, for example, your computer will be rebooted in this time automatically. Or for example, some start menus, they have to paste the script, or they have to in a task manager, they have to paste some script. So on that time interval, on that using that coding, they will implement modification in your system. So it is called as infrastructure as code. If you want a single line definition, just write down infrastructure code is the process of managing and provisioning data centers, root, machine, people, mission, files, rather than physical web. Configuration tools. That is, they have to prepare some coding and they have to set up coding in task managers or different options. So using that coding, they have to implement the things. So it is called the infrastructure as a code. So mostly people know infrastructure as service. What is infrastructure? In this definition, if anyone wants, write down this definition of infrastructure as a code. Then we'll take 15-minute break and then your IaaS, infrastructure as a service, right? So now everyone knows what is infrastructure service, and if you want a definitions, I'm writing definition in a single 1 or 2 line. Infrastructure as service is a cloud computing device access to computing resources such as storage, so organization applications provider So, IaaS is a cloud computing offering in which a vendor provides users access to computing resources such as storage, networking, and servers. Organizations use their own platform and application within a service provider infrastructure. What is the meaning of this? In a single line, that is, AWS will provide you the hardware, AWS will provide you the servers, AWS will provide you the virtual machine, VM machine, AWS will provide you the network, AWS will provide you firewall, everything. And you need to pay amount for the service, that pay as you go. An application, organization can deploy their application, organization can use their application in that platform, in that service provider infrastructure. So you don't need to take a headache of infrastructure. Infrastructure they will manage. You will only use your applications. You will only deploy your application. You will only work on your application. So it is called as a IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Any questions or any doubts? If any question, say yes and write down the question. Otherwise, say no. Clear? Infrastructure service? No. Welcome. So we just remove this. Remove. Features. Let's turn it off. Instead of purchasing hardware outside, users pay for IaaS on demand. What is the meaning of this? Instead of purchasing hardware outside, users pay IaaS on demand. What is the meaning? In 1 or 2 sentence words, what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is what? What is the meaning of this? It's just like a taking subscription and using it. What is the meaning of this? That is, in a physical, in a private cloud or in a physical infrastructure, if user need to increase the storage, they need to purchase a hard disk. They need to, but in a cloud computing, user need to increase the subscription amount. They will only demand that is, I need this much hardware. AWS will provide you that hardware and you will need to pay the amount for that. So instead of purchasing hardware outside, you just pay for Iaas on demand. So it is the pay as you go or as a demand. Second point is that is infrastructure is scalable, depending processing needs. What is the meaning of this? Infrastructure scalable depending on purchasing and storage need. In a one or two sentence, what is the meaning of this? Infrastructure scalable depending on purchasing, depending on processing and storage need. Yes, everyone, please try to give me the answer in chat box. Infrastructure is scalable depending on processing and storage needs. In case if it is 40G and GB, it will adjust. Yes, what adjust? Yes, it's a 50%, right in full as per the need. For example, that in current situation, in current date, if you want only 100 GB space, but if tomorrow, if you want a 200 GB space or 500 GB space, then AWS will scale your storage. For example, in the servers, if you want today, if you want only 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM, and tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you want a 32 GB RAM or 64 GB RAM, AWS will increase your RAM. CPU core, if you want to increase your CPU, AWS will increase CPU core. For example, if you want to decrease the storage, decrease the RAM, decrease the CPU core, AWS will saves enterprises the cost of buying and maintaining their own hardware. What is the meaning of this? Yes, in one sentence or words, what is the meaning of this? No need to buy anything, right? No need to buy. And second, maintaining. What is the meaning of maintaining? No need to maintain that. For example, if you purchase a Dell laptop or HP laptop, you need to purchase it. That is no purchasing. You don't need to purchase anything. And maintenance, for example, after 1 month or 2 months or 1 year, your RAM will not work, or your storage or your hard disk is not working, or if you need to. So, any update, if you want, install update, Windows update. So, no need to do anything. Maintenance is headache of vendor. Very good. Maintenance is headache of vendor. So, there is saves enterprise the cost of buying and maintaining their own hardware. Right. Maintenance is headache of vendor. It's a very good answer. Clear or any doubts of this third sentence? Say yes or no. Third sentence clear? Say yes or no. Clear. Fourth one is because data is on the cloud. There can be no single point of. What is the meaning of this? Because data is on the cloud, there can be no single point of failure. What is the meaning of this? And how? Yes. Please try to give me the answer of this sentence. Because data is on the cloud, there can be no single point of failure, no loss of data. Because your data is in the cloud, AWS will sign you the agreement, and you will sign the agreement with AWS of the uptime. And if AWS will fail, mostly it will not fail, but maybe it will fail. You will charge for AWS. AWS give you the penalty for that. So they will create a duplicate copy. They will create a failover cluster. That are things they are done on the backend, but they will provide you the uptime, 100%, 99.99% uptime of your data uptime of your server. So because data is in the cloud, there can be no single point of failure. Means physical server hard disk may be lost. Anything they will manage and they will give you the uptime. Not a single point of failure. How they will do their headache, but they will give you the uptime 99.99%. Clear? Doubts? Any question? Yes. Four sentence clear? Say yes, no. Yes, clear. Then fifth, enables the virtualization of administration or administrative tasks. Free up time for the work. Enables the virtualization of administrative tasks, freeing up time for other work. What is the meaning of this? What is administrative task? Anyone know what is administrative task? I have shown you the data center, right? And big LCD screens are present in the data centers. Patching, yes, very good answer. Patching. Patching is one administrative task. Uptime of the server, it's administrative task. Maintenance is the administrative task, right? These are the administrative tasks. That is, RAM is working or not, motherboard is working or not, or display is working or not, CPU is working or not, patch properly patch install or not, antivirus updated is not. So these are all the administrative tasks, and mostly company is a very headache job of administrative tasks. Mostly that company paid a lot of amounts, lot of investment in the administrative tasks. So enables the virtualization of administrative tasks, freeing up time for other work. For example, if you not need to do anything for administrative tasks, they will manage all the things. Then you can utilize your time for some other activities, for coding, for deployment your application, or increase some features in your application. So any other work that you will decide or your company will decide. Enable the virtualization of administrative tasks, freeing up time for the work. Any doubts, any question, or clear? Yes, in group chat, please write. Clear. Example. Amazon Web Service. That is AWS. AWS is a infrastructure as a service. Microsoft Azure. Right, these are the example of infrastructure as a service. Clear? Now we GCP, right? GCP also. Google Compute Engine, GCE, lot of things are the example of infrastructure as a service. So, the picture here is EAAS. Yes, what is the full name of EAAS? Paas. What is the full name? Yes, everyone. Platform as a service. That is platform as a service. What is platform as a service? What is platform as a service? Yes, everyone. What is platform as a service? Limited answer is coming. Only some few people are giving me the answer. Please try to give the answer. I'll not say that you give me 100% exact answer, but please try to give the answer. where they deploy, manage, and deliver application. Platform as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with cloud environment which they can develop, manage, and deliver applications. In addition to storage and other computing resources, users able suite of people tools to develop, customize, test application. What is the meaning of this? Platform as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with a cloud environment in which they can develop, manage, and deliver applications. In addition to storage and other computing resources, users are able to use a suite of pre-built tools to develop, customize, and test their own application. What is the meaning of this? What is PaaS, platform as a service? This platform as a service is a cloud computing model where a third-party provider delivers hardware and software tools to users over the internet. Hardware is a IaaS, right? And software is a SaaS. And what is PaaS? Platform as a service means that is when we deploy any applications or when we create any applications, you need some tools to test the application. When I am create or any programmer will create any application, a small application or biggest application, then after creating an application, they need some tools to test that application. Software testing, there is one course, software testing. So these people will test your application. So AWS or Microsoft will provide you some tools. In that tools, you can test your application. So it is called as a platform as a service. They will provide you one platform. In that platform, you will test your application. For example, orchestra. When any person sings song in orchestra, what orchestra will give you the one stage, and in stage you will perform. So same thing. That is, for example, in TV you show that is a singing competition, a dance competition. What they will provide you platform, and you show your talent. So same thing, that is AWS will provide you one platform, and in that platform they will provide you some tools, and with that, with the help of tools, with the help of that tools, you will test your application. So it is called a platform as a service. Platform as a service is a cloud computing offering that provides users with a cloud environment in which they can develop, manage, and deliver application. In addition to storage, they will always give you storage, right? Everyone knows that they will provide you storage. In addition to storage and other computing resources, users are able to use a suite of pre-built tools to develop, customize, and test their own application. Any question, any doubts? Say yes or no. You have written this sentence? Say yes or no. Everyone have written this sentence? Then write down. You have written? Everyone written this sentence? Yes. So then features. What are the features? That is first is Paas provides a platform. Paas provides a platform with tools test and develop and post applications in the same environment. Meaning is Paas provides a platform with tools to test, develop, and host application in the same environment. What is the meaning of this? That is AWS or Microsoft Azure, they will provide you a platform with tools to test, develop, and host application in the same environment. Any question, doubts, or clear? Write down in chat box. Bhavya, Divita, Nitish, please make me co-host. Deploy also, yes, they will deploy. And then enable, second is enables organizations to focus on development without having to worry about line structure. Enables organizations to focus on development without having to worry about underlying infrastructure. What is the meaning of this sentence? Yes, please write down in chat box. What is the meaning of this? Yes, everyone try to give me the answer. What is the meaning of this? Enables organization to focus on development without having to worry about underlying infrastructure. What is the meaning of this sentence? No one. Compatibility issue could not. Or anyone? Underlying infrastructure. What is infrastructure? What is the meaning of infrastructure? Infrastructure means that is RAM, CPU, storage. This is the infrastructure. So you don't take any headache or tension of infrastructure. Depend upon your application requirement, they will increase the RAM. Depend upon your application requirement, they will give you the storage. Depend upon your application requirement, they will provide you the CPU code, CPU speed, right? RAM, memory, storage, CPU, network, everything they will provide you depend upon your requirement. So enables organization to focus on deployment. You need to only to focus on your how to deploy without having to worry about underlying infrastructure. You don't need to take headache of infrastructure. They will provide you the infrastructure according to your application requirement. Clear? Any question? Any doubts? Say yes or no. Yes. Clear or question? Racks also part of infrastructure. They will decide on which racks they will provide you the servers. Yes, racks is also part of infrastructure. Everything that is physical, that is the infrastructure. Can you please repeat it? Enables organization to focus on development without having to worry about underlying infrastructure. The meaning of this sentence is, for example, if your application need 64 GB RAM or any 100 TB storage or any other network requirements, so AWS will provide you that infrastructure. So you do not need to take the headache of infrastructure. According to your application requirement, AWS will provide you the infrastructure. If you want less infrastructure, they will provide less infrastructure. If you want a high infrastructure, very high infrastructure, they will provide you the very high infrastructure. Clear? Any doubt? Any question? So the third point is providers manage security, operating systems, software, and backups. Providers. Who is providers? In this class, in this AWS training session, who is providers? Providers manage security, operating system, server software, and backup. So who is provider? Who is providing? Operating system spelling mistake. Right, very good. Operating system. Right. We saw a word, right? So for typing of operating system. So here who is right? AWS Azure is a provider. AWS will provide you security. What is security? What is meaning of security? Example of security. Security is, what is security? Which type of security? Anyone know? Any security device? Security, that is firewall. Firewall is a security. Fortinet firewall or any firewall. So providers manage security. They will provide you the security, that is firewall. Operating system, that is Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, Windows Server 2000 to depend upon requirement. Operating system. Server softwares, whatever the software you want, and backups. Backup, they will manage your backups. So providers manage security, firewall, operating system, OS, server software, and backups. Any question, any doubts here? Yes, any questions or clear? And fourth one is facilitates collaborative work. But if teams work this is a normal simple sentence. Facilitates collaborative work even if teams work remotely. Means even the teams working remotely, they will provide you all the things in a good manners or proper manner. Facilitates collaborative work even if teams work remotely. Doubts, clear, question. Clear Saas, Iaas, and Paas. An example. Now, example. That is Windows Azure. Many tools are present. Azure. Google app. Example of Paas platform as a server. This example because it's your Google App Engine. So, any doubts, any questions regarding Saas, Iaas, Paas? Not clear. So we go to the next topic. Good. So we have to just delete this. Delete. Go to the home. And select this. Delete. So the picture command control C. Diagram. Right. So this is one diagram. Saas versus Paas versus Iaas. Here in the black, you will manage, and in the blue, that is service provider manages. IS, infrastructure service, as platform as a service, and SaaS, that is software as a service. So first we discuss IS, infrastructure as service. Infrastructure as service, not clear inside because box. So delete. So what we need to do, we just type here, that is IaaS. Yes. Shred on the files. Applications. Data. And let's visualization. This is storage. And so in IS application, you will manage data, you will manage runtime, you will manage middleware, you will manage. What is middleware? Middleware is a software that different applications use to communicate with each other. It provides functionality to connect application intelligently and efficiently so that you can innovate faster. So middleware is an intermediate between application and OS. Say they have to connect your application properly and work properly. So it's part of the middleware. OS operating system you will manage in infrastructure as a service. And virtualization, how they will provide you the machine, Hyper-V or VMware or Citrix, they will decide. In backend, what they are using, they will decide. Virtualization, services, AWS will manage. Storage, AWS will manage. Networking, AWS will manage. This is the IS. Just write down this thing. What about this? Application, data, runtime, middleware, OS, you will manage. Virtualization, services, storage, networking. Service provider will manage. You have written? I'm writing all the things slowly, so you will write on the same time. Is it clear? Write down. We have written all the things. Say yes or no. What is VSV? What is VSV? Yes. Virtualization means that is either in backend, Microsoft using a Hyper-V or AWS will Citrix in backend. So they will decide how to virtualize your server and how they will provide you that is called virtualization. I will show you in practical. Then we will start practical. This is the IS. Second is that's PAAS, PAS. Same thing. Application, data, runtime. Need to change the color. First and write all the things and then middleware. Virtualization services, storage, and so in Paas application, you will manage data, you will manage runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, services, storage, network. All the things managed by AWS or service provider. Clear? Doubts? Question? So in Iaas, application, data, runtime, middleware, OS, you will manage. Rest, service provider will manage. In Paas, only application and data, you will manage. Rest, service provider will manage. Runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, storage, network. Clear? Or any question? Say yes, no. Then the third one and important. SaaS, software as a service. Software as a service, application, data. Time. Where OS operating system, virtualization, services, storage. Okay. What is applications? The application that is installed on server. AWS will manage. Data, whatever the data present, for example, I'm using a Gmail, whatever the mails, AWS will manage where to store that data. In a backend, which application they are using, Microsoft Exchange or anything, we don't know. They will provide you the screen. In screen, we are login and type username and password, and they will manage application. Data, AWS will manage. Runtime, how to run this data, how this run to application, AWS will manage. Middleware, how this application will coordinate and testing with operating systems or different things, that is they will manage. Operating system, which operating system they had installed on their servers, Microsoft, Linux or any other, so they will manage. Virtualizations, how they have created their machines, which data center, which geolocation, which regions they will manage. Services, which services are required for that application. For example, services.msc, if you type services.msc, there is a lot of service, then which service required for which application they will manage. Storage, how much storage required for your mailbox. For example, if you are using, if in your mailbox only 100 emails are present and tomorrow 1000 emails, so they will manage how to increase the storage or how to decrease the storage. Antivirus, they will manage. Networking, they will manage. You cannot do anything in software as service. In software as service, what you need to do? You open a gmail.com, enter, type username and password, and send email to your friend or your colleagues or your manager, right? So it is called as a software as a service. Nothing you will manage. Everything managed by service provider. Okay, so clear? Any doubts, any questions? Please write in chat box. Example, that is Gmail. Clear? Doubts? Question? Clear. Very good. So what we had learned, we had recapped yesterday lectures, and today we observed that, and we AV, what the name AV, I think, or informed that is some 5 to 6 new people are joined in today's lecture. So we recap on the first day lecture session, main points, not everything I will recap, because if I recap everything, so it will take more time. But whatever the main points, that we will definitely recap, because 5 to 6 or 6 to 7 people newly joined, so we'll recap all the things. And I assume that videos are also present, and you recorded videos. So if you need, you go to the recorded video, read or listen that video. Okay, so okay, thank you everyone, and we'll meet next Saturday 7 p.m. IST sharp. Thank you. Thanks.